I am very proud and excited to announce that my building company, Front Porch Properties, is partnering with and sponsoring my husband Simon, who is going to Iraq in 6 weeks' time in September 2019 to volunteer in the refugee camps over there. So the purpose of this video is to give a very brief overview about what and why Simon is going and how Front Porch Properties is going to be involved. So since launching my building company, Front Porch Properties, a few years ago, it has always been part of my desire and part of the mission of the building company to be involved in construction projects bigger than what we are doing here in Brisbane. So Front Porch Properties specialises in building beautiful modern American style homes here in southeast Queensland for my valued clients, but it's part of my desire to be part of something bigger. I guess we don't have any kids, so maybe this can be a small part of our legacy, just to be involved in aiding construction projects for the less fortunate. Last year, Simon has already had the opportunity to go to Iraq and was so moved by the experience that he's decided to go again this year. So part of what he is doing is helping out the construction side of things with their makeshift houses and refugee camps, improving their general state of living. So if you are unfamiliar with the story, I remember hearing about it on the news a few years ago. In 2014, ISIS came out of Syria and Mosul and basically committed a genocide on this whole area in northern Iraq, wiping out the Yazidi people group. And so they just beheaded and massacred thousands of men and women and sold the young girls into the sex slave industry, basically selling the girls from ISIS soldier to soldier. And it's a tragic and terrifying thing to even think about. But those who were able to escape fled to the Sinjar mountain, where they stayed for a full week in 50-degree heat, and many didn't even survive that. Shortly after that, a way was made for them to head into Syria, and then shortly after that, they were able to return to Iraq. However, their homeland had been completely wiped out, and ever since then, they have been living in these refugee camps. So in September, when Simon returns, this time part of his mission is to be again assisting with the construction side of things, winterizing some of the makeshift accommodation there suitable for the harsh winter that is approaching. And he also has another dream to pull together some resources to help train some of the boys over there in some manual arts type activities. Simon himself is not a carpenter, he's a senior engineer for Boeing Defence, but he's very, very skilled and handy, and so he wants to use his skills in this way. And so he's a really quiet-spoken, modest type of guy, and would just happily go and do this without any mention of himself. And so that's why I just feel extremely proud to and inspired to be partnering with him here, because I don't think there's too many people that would want to use their long service leave in this way. And so this is where Front Porch Properties steps in. It was actually just yesterday that I decided to do this. If you've been following the Front Porch Properties story for any length of time, you'll know that I have a pretty cool morning routine. At 5 o'clock, I wake up and go to the gym for an hour. And then straight after that, every single day, I spend a short amount of time just reviewing my intentions and goals, I suppose, just making sure that I can run my day and that my day is not hijacked by all of the various things that come up. And so one of my very first goal every single day that I write out is that I want to use myself and my business to honor God and to serve people however I can. And so it just occurred to me yesterday that this is a perfect opportunity here to partner with Simon and to help him out. Just to specify, Simon himself is funding all of his own accommodation, airfares and food requirements, We've just put it out there so far to our family and friends who want to be involved in the other construction side of things. And so I guess the point of this video is to put it out there to the wider community. I've decided that whatever the contribution is from you guys, that Front Porch Properties will match that contribution. So if someone donates $100, then Front Porch Properties will donate $100 as well. So even really small donations are fantastic, you know, $5 here and there really adds up. We would be extremely thankful if you felt in your heart that this is something that you'd like to be a part of. So I will just link the GoFundMe page down below, and thank you very much for watching, and thanks so much for your support.